All right, I'm going to do an audio check. Checking the mixer. Audio check. 1, 2. It looks good on my end. Got some people already in the waiting room. Great guy was first. Chris Garrett's there. I'm going to go ahead and just admit them. I see we have BH Ringer in the chat. We have Robert Michael in the chat. Tony Wallows in the chat. And I believe Greg was first. Somebody said he the man. There he is. There's the man himself. Hey, Greg.
Hey, what's up?
I'm just getting started. About right on time tonight. I was actually trying to start a little bit earlier. I was having a texting conversation with a friend of mine in Vegas. Hi, Chris. Can you hear us, Chris?
I hear you, but look,
I see that horrible shirt. My goodness. Did you go get that today?
no, I've had it.
Oh, okay.
You said one time that I wear it all the time. I don't wear it as much.
I got a Peyton Manning jersey somewhere. I think I've worn it once, maybe. I will be getting some more IU t-shirts though. There's no question about that. So let's see. Let me catch up on chat. Doesn't look like I missed anything. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the waiting room. I've got a decision I've made about that, and there's no sense penalizing you guys for one person. So waiting room is no longer enabled. You'll get straight in from here on out. Um, wow, Greg, you and I basically have the same day. Did you get a nap today?
Yeah, about an hour, hour and a half.
And again, that's so eerily similar because I think I laid down about 5, set the alarm for 7, and all I heard was my phone going ding, 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 rah, 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 which is Mrs. K's ringtone. So I thought, might as well get up. Didn't get much
I
sleep at
signed,
all.
I signed out of Facebook for a few days. I'll be back on the
I thought about doing that.
time for a break.
I really have thought about doing that, but so far not. Something I thought about tonight. I need to figure out how I can send Rick Lakes the final version of the banner, and I need to give uh, Wintermute a big shout out when he joins. So if anyone sees him in the chat room before I see him, let me know so I can give him a big thanks and some props. That boy's sharp. I didn't see it during the stream, but he said change the Y value to a specific number, and as soon as I did, man, it filled that banner just perfect. It really perfect, absolutely perfect. And then I asked him to explain the math behind it, and I'm going to need a lot of practice because I still don't understand the math behind it. So, anyway, I saw our boy was streaming Fortnite a while ago. I gave him a suggestion to change the word Fortnite to Nite instead of Night. I think it went right over his head. He changed his channel name. I saw that. He texted me this afternoon and wanted to know do I think he should change his channel name. I told him it was up to him. Um, you know, if it helps him, it helps him. Then I told him do a search of Fortnite and see how many Fortnite channels there are, and then go from there. Believe it or not, when you do a YouTube search for Fortnite Night, it brings up a lot of the Fortnite Nite. So I don't know if maybe changing is that big of a deal or not. So yes, I have my hat on tonight because I washed my hair. And again, poor Joshy. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, and Tony Wallace says, really? Uh-oh. Twidget suddenly has stopped working. Why does that not surprise me? Oh, me. I entertained shades of making a new computer tonight. And by shades, I mean I had a brief thought, and that was it. Um, I don't need a new computer by no means, and
No, you don't.
I don't, and I can live with what I have. It's fine. I like to see the humor going back and forth over here. So Alex got 5 tapes done, and a lady picked those up today, and he's working on some more. And I guess he found a new way to do it or something because he texted me earlier and sent me 2 pictures, and he said this system he's got now or this setup he's got now is working really good. So that's good. It gives him something to do. Plus, he makes a
Yeah.
little bit of money on the side. Um, what else is going on today for Labor Day? I mowed my grass 37 minutes and trimmed it. I wasn't in a hurry. It just worked out that way. Um, but it wore me out. I mean, can't be doing these little piddly jobs and getting worn out. I talked to my brother about the fish tank, and he said I can probably pick a better one up at a cheaper price. So I'm going to hold off. I I do know how the floor joist runs, so I've got to put it up against that back wall behind me. If I put it in here, which is where I want to put it. So yes, Chris, you're waving your hand like you have a
No,
question.
I'm just holding it up. I don't know why I'm doing that, but I'm not waving.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
That's a Mrs. K thing. Um, I was going to mow, but yeah, actually, I'm glad I mowed between 11 and 11:37 this morning because it rained all afternoon today. We had good, steady, solid rain again, so I probably got to mow about Wednesday again. Um, backyard was a jungle. I met the new neighbor's 2 dogs. One of them's as big as a small horse, and the other one's maybe the size of a chihuahua. Um, and the biggest one's real friendly, but the little chihuahua, man, it just would not shut up. Just yip yip
Yeah,
yip 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 yip.
my neighbors has got a little dog. They let him out in the backyard. He just runs up and down that fence if I'm out there watering.
Barking.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Spent about an hour and a half with mom this afternoon. That was good. We sat there and watched some weird series on Lifetime. Very odd series. I didn't even catch the name of it. Good visit. Real good visit. That about catches us up on what I've done today. What'd you do, Chris? Anything?
Nothing really.
Are you fully retired, Chris?
I am.
Okay. I thought maybe you were. Um, let's see, what else? I asked the streaming people if I could put their program on Roku, and they said no. Because I got to thinking, Roku works pretty good except for her stuff. And if I could put their stuff over on the Roku and it does all right, then that tells me it's a Fire Stick issue. I sent them another question that I'm awaiting an answer on. And usually they're pretty good about it. They answered my question earlier tonight in about 15 minutes. Right now they're at 22 minutes, so it might be busy. All the new series will start, or all the new TV season will start at the end of the month. Kind of looking forward to that. Looking forward to SEAL Team, I think the most. That's on Paramount Plus.
I just found out. My mother was asking me what channel was Paramount. I said I think it's a streaming, but I read up on it and it's actually not. It's actually on Dish. There is
What
a streaming Paramount though.
what's the show?
She was looking for. She was asking what channel was the Paramount channel.
241 on Dish.
Yeah, yeah, and I thought it was streaming only, but I figured out it wasn't. It's actually the old Nashville network.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it's now owned by the company that owns MTV, CMT, and all that.
Okay. I've been watching a lot of AMC Plus and AMC. I'd have to go look on. There's 3 AMC's on my streaming: regular AMC, AMC Plus, and I can't remember the third one. But I've been watching a lot of that. What little bit of TV I do watch. Today I was watching a lot of Oxygen with Cold Case and Cold Justice on there. My mom likes that show. pretty interesting. I found another pretty cool effect I want to work on. I'm not going to bore anybody with it tonight. Greg's going, yes! Look, I didn't know Greg could do cartwheels.
The other day I found an old, it's probably, it was an old USB hub. And I'm not sure if it's 2.0 or 1.0 because it is that old. It could be 1.0.
BH Ringer's asking AMC Pacer or AMC Gremlin. I remember both of those cars, and given a choice between the two, I think I would have probably taken the Gremlin over the Pacer.
HBO and Cinemax are going to be free for tomorrow through the 10th.
Their annual, let's con people into joining tonight or joining our Thursday. All right, I have to figure this out real quick. Give me 1 second. I should know how to do this. I used to do this all the time. I wonder, can I make a change in the middle of a stream to my subscription requirements, which I believe is 10 minutes right now. I think that's how I got that set up.
Yeah, that's what the banner says.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can change that. Yeah, I'm going to go with 1 minute time just for a specific reason. I'll change that back later. Somebody's wanting in. No, somebody came in because I opened up the waiting room. There's Wintermute.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good, Wintermute. How are you?
Good.
I want to give you a big shout out for your email today that totally confused me. But I want to give a bigger shout out to the fact that you said put in 338, I think it was, and it worked just fine.
Yeah, that's what Google says the size of that little banner is, the height of it.
Yeah,
it's the place where it shows on different devices. I guess it's different on every device.
Yeah.
That on a phone yet?
Well, I got your email and I read it about 10 times, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put this into practical use and try to throw some numbers in
ratios.
There. Yeah, I know. I have more fun playing.
Ratio of the x's is the same as the ratio of the y's, so you can solve the equation.
Yeah, you do know you're talking to me, right?
I sent you a follow-up email. If you just click the keep aspect ratio and when you're editing an image or resizing an image, it'll do it for you.
I'll have to.
It depends on what program you use, but
I'll have to
most of them will
experiment
have
with
a
that.
keep aspect ratio.
Photo Mix Media. Jalapeno Jose on a stick agrees with me. No, I can't. I honestly have more fun though in DaVinci Resolve trying to size it down and move it around and things like that. That is cool to know, and eventually I'll figure it out, and eventually I'll put it into application. But it's fun right now to jack them things, back and forth and down and whatnot. It really is. Kind of helps me to learn. So, yeah, I just wanted to give you the credit, because if not for you, I'd still be going change, render, change, render, change, render. It looks good though. I actually have it on my. I think I still have it on mine. Now that I think about it, I don't know if I changed that back or not. Let me go look real quick. Yeah, I still got the under construction banner. I think the other thing I might want to change is I might want to figure out what the under construction text is, size, and make that
it's a little bit blurry.
It is a little bit blurry. You're right.
Is the original? What format is the original in? Because you use JPEG.
It's JPEG.
Yeah, the original JPEG. Okay.
Yeah. I just did a.
It's like with line art like this, you should use like GIF or PNG. a lossless compression. This JPEG will
I
lose.
love it when he talks
JPEG's like for
lingo I
photos.
don't understand.
Photorealistic scenes. Yeah, it just loses information. Let me go through this again. Watch Doug's channel. Watch Doug's stream from Saturday. Figure it
Okay, take care of that. Yeah, it does look blurry now that you mention it. I didn't notice that until right now. I just did a Google search for under construction images. Scrolled down, I came across this, and I thought, that looks pretty cool. I'll use
so
it.
the original was a JPEG as well.
It was.
Yeah, okay.
99% positive about that. Let me
It might not be. It might have just been a blurry image. I don't know.
Darren Gilholm's in the chat room. Hey, Darren. Darren's in the Zoom. Are you awake, Darren, or are you sleeping? Yes. Oh, that was funny. So let me go see what format that's in. That is actually, yeah, it's a PNG actually, and it's where do I get the dimensions from? Details. 360 by 134, 376 pixels by 134 pixels. So I'll have to use those numbers and play around with your formula.
So it's much smaller than.
Oh yeah, apparently it is
Okay,
much
so you
smaller.
blew it up.
Yeah, this actually gives me something.
Blowing it up might cause that as well. Yeah.
Well, so just come home from the pub. Yeah. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say, well, I don't know. What time do your pubs close, Darren? I think he's asleep.
Ours are between 2 and 4.
I don't know about the ones around here. Back in my drinking days, it used to be 3 o'clock, but I have no clue nowadays. Could not tell you. I'm going to see if I need to move that camera over a little bit. So I know the audio is good on Zoom. How's the audio over on YouTube, please? Could I get an audio check on YouTube? It actually, by the mixer, looks like it's a little low. It's not even getting out of the green. I get a thumbs up from Tony Wallow, so we are good to go. Cool. Good. So Wintermute, do you dabble at all in DaVinci Resolve?
Never.
Never. Wow, that's amazing.
Your streams would be like my first exposure to it.
Lucky you. Last call, BH Ringers, 3 o'clock, closing at 4 o'clock. Okay. And they open at 5, so they take that hour to clean up and throw everybody out. Just saying, I don't know. That was the cool thing about being in Korea. They never closed. They said they'd close, but they never closed. After a certain period of time, they wouldn't let any more people in. But those things ran nightly, 24 hours a day, all the time. All the time. Brings back some good memories. I don't think Sean will be here tonight. He sent me a message earlier today. His dad's back in the hospital. Basically, he said the radiation did not work, so he's back in the hospital. Hopefully he will show up. Casino's open 24 hours. Yeah, most of them are. There is a casino here in Indiana, down in Shelbyville. It's on land. It used to be in Indiana. The casinos had to be on the water. It's the stupidest thing I ever heard. Now they've got them where they're on land. Lauren and I, when we visited before from Vegas, of all places, we went to the one in Shelbyville and had dinner. It's a pretty nice place to eat. That's all we go for is the food and the shows. There's supposed to be a really nice one down in southern Indiana that we might try to go to. I looked up baseball prices today. Unbelievable for ticket prices. If you want to, if you want to see something that's stupidly outrageously priced, look up Boston Red Sox tickets and box seats. I think there were box seats. The one where you have like a private booth type thing. What are those called? They're not box seats. Come on, guys, help me out here. What are those called? Boy, I'm having an issue with my thinking right now. Anyway, it's 2,790
baseline seats. Maybe?
No. They're like corporate suites, but there's a specific name for them. For the Boston Red Sox playing the New York Yankees for this one, their top dollar ticket was $2,799 for one ticket. No, not bleachers. It'll come to me in a minute. I'm not going to look it up. I couldn't believe it. I was going to take Mrs. K to a baseball game until I looked up some of these prices, and that's not going to happen this year, I don't think. I personally would like to go to Fenway Park. Skybox, it could be Skybox, Tony. That could be. Gosh, you know what? I will look it up because now it's bugging me. Give me 1 second here. This won't take but a second, seriously. Boston Red Sox tickets. Boston Red Sox tickets. Yeah, let's see what they're going to charge people to see the Cincinnati Reds. Oh, that's not bad. I must have been on a horrible site earlier today. I can afford these tickets. Oh, maybe it's because. Do you think they alter the ticket prices for the teams? Surely not. If they do, these are insulting.
Playing, you mean?
Yeah, the teams are playing. Like I looked up for the Yankees, and
oh yeah, I'm sure Yankees is more. Yeah, Red Sox Yankees. That's a big rivalry.
I could actually afford these prices. Figure out if I can do this a different way. Budweiser Thirst Row. Let's look up what tickets are in Budweiser Thirst Row. That's kind of cool. Let's look at the highest to lowest. So for Cincinnati, their highest paid ticket is $284. That's not bad. I wouldn't pay it, but that's not bad. I just want to see Fenway Park. I really do. For some reason, I think that would be pretty cool. My money is on the 500. Could be corporate boxes, yeah. I'm not sure. There's a specific name for them, and when I looked it up earlier today, it actually said what the name was. But Mom and I were just comparing prices. We were talking about here in Indianapolis. We used to have a stadium downtown called Busch Stadium. It was for the AAA affiliate for Cincinnati Reds, and $10, general admission, sit anywhere you want, no assigned, no reserve seating. There was not a bad seat in that little stadium at all. At all. I haven't been to the new one yet. That's why I want to take Mrs. K there. Yes, Dougie's Dugouts. That's going to be the name of my new band, by the way.
Oh, the Field Box on SeatGeek.
Yeah, the one that was $27.99 for the Yankees sat right above home plate, and it was up. It was almost like a suite type of deal. Obviously, I wasn't going to click on it to see what amenities came with it, but it's just amazing. And then we talked about the fact that she's lost interest in basketball, for the most part football. She's going to follow Tom Brady again this year. and then maybe the Colts. And I looked at the Colts schedule. They've got a rough opening schedule this year. They could very easily be 0-7 without any effort whatsoever on the other teams. They open at Houston, then they go to Jacksonville, and that's always too tough.
Houston's a win.
You think the Colts will beat Houston?
Yeah, Houston's terrible, man.
Yeah, but they always beat Indianapolis. Gets beat by Houston and Jacksonville and Tennessee all the time. They're all in the same division, right?
Yeah, Jacksonville did beat them last year down the stretch.
I know.
Knocked them out of the playoffs.
I know.
Jacksonville was terrible.
It never fails. So you're a Carolina fan, right?
Yeah.
A Panthers fan?
Yeah.
And you guys got Mayfield now?
Yep. We'll see.
Thoughts? What are your thoughts? Well,
I don't know.
Let me rephrase it. When he was at Cleveland, what were your thoughts?
Well, last year I think he got hurt early, and he just wasn't the same after that. I think he's better than he played last year, but I don't know how much. He's not a number one pick worthy guy. Then he was a number one pick.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
So I don't know.
I'm
hopeful, but they got other problems. We're still working to get the line together, and I don't know, receiver depth issues.
Yeah, I don't really get too concerned about it until December.
You just got to keep McCaffrey healthy. That's the main thing.
Christian McCaffrey?
Yeah.
Man, well, he's got to be about 90 years old now, doesn't he?
He's like 25.
I thought he was way older than that.
Fourth or fifth years?
I seriously
fifth or sixth year, I can't remember. No, he's not that old. Well, he's old in football terms, I guess. Not that old.
It's a very punishing sport for sure. Very punishing.
He's missed most of the last 2 years because of injuries.
Because of injuries, yeah. Well, I'll give us something to talk about as the season goes on. The season opens Thursday night. Buffalo at the Rams. But I saw something today. Is Stafford hurt? Have you heard anything?
He's got like tendonitis in his elbow. So it's the thing that can flare up.
His throwing arm?
Issues. Yeah, I think it's throwing arm.
Well.
So they're just manage his reps in practice. That's what they've been doing.
Sure.
They say he's got no limitations. I don't know. We'll see how the season goes on.
I'm kind of curious as to see how Brady does this year.
I think it's going to be a last hurrah.
I think so. I think at 45 he needs to realize he's not the spring chicken that he once used to be, and
he can still play though.
He's had a great career. I mean, there's by no stretch of the imagination.
Goat.
Yeah, in many circles, he is the GOAT. He really is. We'll see. All right, we've bored him enough with football.
Colts are looking good.
Who?
Sorry.
No. Who?
I think the Colts are going to have a good season.
Oh my gosh. 8-8. And I like
Matt Ryan. If
I like Matt Ryan.
If he's cooked, and they're in trouble. But I think I think he was just that. The rest of that team in Atlanta was just so bad.
Well,
he'll bounce back.
Yeah, I happen to like Matt Ryan, and hopefully he's not a Phillip Rivers for the Colts. I said that was the most stupidest thing they could have done. Oh wait, and then they did what they do last year.
Carson Wentz.
Yeah,
it's a little dumber.
a little dumber. Yeah. It's like my ex-wife. We took her to her football game, and they were playing St. Louis, I think, and Edgar and James was playing. And every time the Colts were on offense, they'd hand the ball to him. He'd run up the middle, lose 3 yards, run up the middle, lose 3 yards.
The Manning years.
She was from Korea, and she says, why do they give the ball to him and he try to run up the middle? He no go up the middle. Cracked me up. If a Korean can see this, Hello. So anyway, all right. What would you like to talk about? Let's ask Darren what he wants to talk about. Darren's still asleep. Greg, what's on your mind? Greg's muted.
I didn't do too much today. I put 3 coats of stain on that molding, let it dry all day, and about 5:30, 6 o'clock, something like that, it was dry enough, so I started applying the polyurethane to it. I get my pressure washer Thursday,
Nice.
and Saturday I get the lawn defactor.
The what?
Say lawn defactor. It's got a roll of spikes, looks like nails. It rotates,
Mm-hmm.
and you, it's like mowing the grass with it, and it takes out all the dead grass. So your lawn is much healthier. The nutrients get down there. It can breathe.
Okay.
And I got it on sale for $169 with free shipping.
Nice.
So if it's not raining this weekend, I might try it out on the front lawn.
Yeah, I just mow ours, so I don't do anything special.
82 and partly sunny, it says.
So I thought I would look tickets up on the computer rather than trying to use my phone, but apparently my ad blocker's not going to let me do that.
Did some research on AMD chip. That AM5 that's coming out is going to knock Intel on their ass, they're saying.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking about earlier tonight when I like I said, for a brief moment I was like, I need a new computer. No, I don't. I don't need a new computer. This one's fine.
Yeah.
I don't. This one's fine. Should I not be able to? Oh, I can. Huh. Let me see if I can do this or not. It should work. And then everybody should be seeing the baseball diamond for.
Oh, damn, I've got a headache. Jesus, frog.
So up here it says price per ticket $45 up to $4,500. And then you can click on the available, like if you wanted to sit behind, let's just say you wanted to sit right here, first base side, and tickets are $88 a piece. That's not too bad. Say you want to sit out here where you can't see anything. Wow, seriously? Tickets out here in this section right there are $226
No, that's
each.
section B114.
That must be a suite or something.
That must be you're out in the middle of the. Oh my God! Here's the green. They actually have seats at the green wall. The monster. Oh, they do. 226. Well, that's $800. Seriously, each 2 tickets. Obviously, I want to take Mrs. K. Someone's going to pay $1,600 to sit there? No, not. Thank you. Why is this one still coming up? I'm no longer out there. Anyway, the one I looked up on my phone today was somewhere in this general area. I think it was like G20 or 21. And it was just stupidly priced. I want to find these $4,500 tickets. I want to see where they're at. Any suggestions on where they might be? Oh, I bet they're over here, huh? No, it's not bad. 218.
Right down by the field.
Yeah, you gotta go closer to the field.
Well, I thought that too, but
By the dugout.
yeah, there are dugout seats available. 441.
No.
One of the best-selling sections for this event. Sure, it is at $441 a ticket. Of course it is. Bullpen. Yeah, that's not $50. That's not bad.
So you're going to go to the
I would
game?
no. I would like to see Fenway Park. It's kind of on my bucket list. If I could swing it, I wouldn't mind taking in a game, but I at least want to go on and I'm sure they have tours of Fenway Park, and I would at least like to do that. It's just one of the things I like to see. I wished I could find that one. That's $90 a ticket. So if we were to go down here, wow, $499, $504. Let's go sit.
I see something that says standing room only. There ain't no way I'd stand the whole game.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't. You recently went to an Atlanta Braves game, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Where were your seats at?
Let me, you know what? I could probably pull that up.
Hey, Rick.
Uh,
Hello.
There's Rick. Hey, Rick.
Hello, Ken.
I
Hello,
had a
Greg.
crazy thought tonight that I ought to try to
Hey.
figure out a way to export what I did with the banner and send it to you. So when you start your banner, you got a head start on it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I had a crazy thought. I'll let my assistant Wintermute handle that for me.
Ian, they got tickets for Atlanta Braves from $14.
Is that like general admission tickets?
I don't know what. I don't know why it says from $14. It's section 343, row 6.
Well, back in the day, you used to have general admission tickets, but I guess nowadays they've done away with those. So Jeff says he'll be here in a little
14.
bit.
That might be a general admission ticket. Well, you got to sit in that section though.
You had pretty good seats, I thought, if I remember right.
Yeah, I think it was. If I'll share it. I know Greg don't like sharing.
Oh, he's gonna go get some ice cream.
I already had it.
On it.
151.
Tell Blackwatch to stop picking on me.
I think it was 151 right here. Either 151 or 152. It was something like that. Let's
Okay.
see. Cause the things like that. Let me think a minute.
Were you able to see most of the game though? I mean,
I was.
cool. That's not bad prices.
No.
I just can't see how a family of, let's just say, mom, dad, and 2 kids can afford to go to a baseball game. By the time you pay for parking and hot dogs and Coke and a beer or whatever, you got to be spending some serious cash.
Well, you do like I did. If you're able to walk, if you're gonna stay overnight, you park at the motel and walk. If you're able to walk. If you're
Yeah.
not able to walk, you can get that shuttle bus. $20 round trip per person. That's not bad, but
That's not bad. No. Yeah, I may have to plan me a trip where I go see the Smithsonian and jog over to Boston and see Fenway Park. I have no desire to see anything in Chicago whatsoever. Wrigley Field or the other one.
U505.
Do what?
You gotta go see the U505.
What is U505?
Designation for a captured German submarine from World War II.
In Maryland?
No, in Chicago.
Oh, in Chicago?
Yeah.
Is that on the out there on the boardwalk thing?
I don't remember exactly where it is.
I've actually been on that. Wasn't really impressed. We drove by Soldier Field when we went to the aquarium, which was nice.
Been to Soldier Field a couple times, see a Bears game and a Cubs game.
At Wrigley,
Yeah,
nice. Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know, something about Fenway Park. I wouldn't mind going to Iowa and seeing the Field of Dreams stadium, but there's nothing in Iowa that I really want to see. I've been there once, and I vowed never to go back. That's the most
A lot
boring
of
state.
cornfields.
I sure hope Iowa Hank's not in the room today. Mm-hmm. A lot of cornfields, like Nebraska. Nebraska's flat. Kansas is flat. You can see for miles and miles and miles. Let's talk about Darren's pet squirrel.
gotta order something on TV.
I saw a thing early tonight when I was perusing through things where Amazon is shutting down one of its warehouses and 300 people are going to lose their jobs. Anybody heard anything about that?
No, but it doesn't surprise me.
No, it didn't surprise me either, quite honestly. In fact, I got to make an Amazon order tomorrow. I'm glad I reminded myself of that. What is she watching? Oh. Oh, excuse me. That's funny. So, are you taking still pictures, Rick, or videos?
Still,
Stills? Okay.
yeah.
For your banner?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get something to possibly work. I doubt it, but I'll try.
Yeah, just give it a shot. I mean, up until last night, I wouldn't have thought I could make a banner, and I stumbled to it. Anything's possible. You sit there long enough, or so they say.
Hmm.
I'm gonna rework the one I just did. I've got a couple ideas in mind. Drumstick? Oh man, how the old me would like to have one of those.
The cone is the best.
Oh, I know. I'll ask my doc when I see her next month if I can have a drumstick like once a month or something. See what she says. Then it'll be hard just to have one drumstick a month. I'll have to really, really show some discipline.
That's gotta get a little soft.
Notification for something. Oh, buddy out of
Black
Louisiana.
watch. Good gracious.
Blackwatch join us?
He's on the chat.
Oh yeah, he's. I shut off the waiting room because the more I thought about it, it's just stupid for me to penalize you guys for one person. That's just dumb. So it's back to the way it used to be. It also, with the exception of between noon ish and 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it should be available if you guys want to get together and chat. You should still be able to do that. But from noon to 1, I take it and block it off so I can use the green screen effect when I do the daily Da Vinci.
Ouch.
But other than that, it should be back to normal. Get someone to check that out tomorrow and let me know. I'd appreciate it. Let me know.
I'm not gonna do like Josh you eat on camera.
You know, he cracked me up for a good 15 minutes. He was in there messing with the settings. Something he should, in my very humble opinion, something he should have done before the stream started. And as soon as he gets the settings started, he reaches over and grabs a big old bunch of whatever that was and stuffs it in his mouth. And I thought, yeah, that's Joshy.
Yeah.
So BH Ringer posted a link. It says Amazon to close warehouses in Essex and Hanover. Is this like over on Darren's side of the world that they're closing these? Oh no, it says the state of Maryland. Online shopping has closed 2 warehouses in Maryland. Uh-oh, Greg, you better start going. Better get it in now. There's going to be 350 workers affected. Wow.
Good for Walmart. Isn't it?
Yeah, it is actually.
It's probably because they're building that new one in Virginia.
Could be. They probably got a sweeter deal to move to Virginia rather than stay in Maryland. I mean, we know when industries go into an area, they get all kind of tax breaks and sweetheart deals and this, that, and the other. You got 6 concurrent viewers according to one, 7 according to the other, 4 likes, so that's still good odds. That's still above 50%. I like that. 18 people have actually started watching it. The highest we had in at one time was 9. Nope, 10. Take that back, 10. So that's pretty good. For someone that doesn't care about the statistics, I look at them quite a lot because I really don't. I don't care. I do have a sub goal that I'd like to reach, and if I reach it, cool. If I don't, cool. And we have awkward silence. So today's Monday, right? Do what, Wintermute?
What is your sub goal?
200 for
200?
now. 200.
You're getting there.
I'm 29 away. Yeah, eventually it'll get there. I have no aspirations of getting to 5. I have no aspirations of getting to 1,000. I'm still going to do this and enjoy it. I enjoy it. I enjoy the company, the camaraderie. I actually enjoy the poking fun back and forth of one another. So until someone tells me to stop or shut up. Daily Da Vinci, that might be another story, though. I'm kind of running out of ideas and thoughts to show you guys. There's a massive amount of things in there. It's just explaining it live and doing it not live are 2 different things. I can sit here for hours on end and play around with DaVinci Resolve and really not get anything accomplished and have a good time doing it. Josh Kinder Gaming Fortnite spelled wrong says hi. Hi, Josh.
It's got the name.
Yeah, he changed his name, but he still spelled it wrong.
So there's no E in gaming.
Alex.
There's Mr. Cheek. Or maybe he's playing a Darren and he's going to join us and then just sit there in the background. Be right back.
Yeah, just sit in the background.
Oh, there he is, Darren. Bloody hell. Did you just get out of the
listening to
pub? Now I've got to ask this question of Darren. Darren, when you get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to join us on the stream, do you doze back off about 6 or 7, or do you try to stay awake throughout the day?
I'd stay awake all day.
Oh my goodness. If I got up at 4, which I'm not going to do, but if I got up at 4, hell, I'm still awake at 4. I don't go to bed sometimes until 4. But if I were to get up at 4, I'd probably be back to bed about 6 unless I had someplace to go or something to do. There's Alex.
Hey,
Yes, Josh, you need to change your name. You need to spell it correctly. I believe someone in your stream actually told you that. I'm not going to mention any names because you'll thank someone else. So how's the tape process going there, Professor?
Fine,
You get them all done?
not hardly.
How many you got to
Seven,
go?
at least I've got at least 7 more to go, and each one takes roughly 2 hours to record, and then however long it takes to burn.
Wow. How long does it take it to burn?
Well, it has to. What do they call it? Transcode it from MP4 format to DVD format, and burn it onto the DVD. And so I've noticed since I got this new computer, the transcoding process is probably done in roughly 5 minutes or so. I've noticed it goes a whole lot faster now that I've got a whole lot faster computer and I'm not running the whole mess off of a laptop. So I it takes, like, this video I'm doing now is an hour 45 minutes long, and it's taken, I don't know, about the time it gets done it will have taken 20 minutes, but it takes however long the tape is, which the majority of them are 2 hours or around 2 hours to record.
I'm hearing some background noise, but nobody's lights lighting up. This is
Probably
weird.
my TV.
Well, usually
So-
I can see the box light or a little line, but because I seriously, like, am I hearing something? And then I'm like, I am hearing something.
It'll probably go faster tomorrow because it'll probably go faster. I've had a DVD. I've had a like a full size DVD burner for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
but I haven't had enough plugs in my power strip to plug it in. So now that I finally do, I ordered one of them universal power adapters that comes with a lot of, like, 15 or so different plug-ins and a new USB cable so I can plug that old DVD burner I got back in, and it will, because it burns a whole lot faster than the one I'm using now. Because one I've got hooked up now is just one that's run off of the USB port.
So I'm going to
You have
guess
to
she
do
was
it.
pretty happy with what you had accomplished earlier.
She should be. I give her six DVDs already.
All right, Chris, you were going to say something?
So that computer you got, it has an external drive, optical drive.
Actually, it doesn't have the computer itself doesn't have a DVD drive at all.
You have to use a USB one.
But I have an external USB one that requires power that I've had for a little bit over 10 years. That's a lot faster than the one I'm using now. Because the one I'm using now is strictly ran off of the USB port for power and data.
I got a drive.
The one I've got in the cabinet plugs into the wall and has a USB for data. But it's like a full size desktop CD drive in a enclosure.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I got one that's
Similar to
I
that,
got one
Chris?
of those. I got one of those. Yeah, I see it. I got one of those USB adapters. I can make like IDE drives or laptop hard drives, or you know what I'm talking about.
This thing's been a lifesaver more than once.
Yeah, that's the
Let
one
me
that I'm
see.
using. That's the one that I'm using now, or one similar to it.
Yeah, I forget where I picked that up at, but I'm going to tell you it has been a lifesaver a couple times over.
But it only writes at like those small little USB powered ones only write at like
I got this thing right
eight
here.
times.
It can hook to-
They write really slow, and the desktop drives that make a lot of noise write a whole lot faster, and so I just need a plug to plug it in because I don't want to have to hunt the one that I may or may not have in a cabinet filled with all kinds of cabinet and drawers filled with all kinds of cables. So I just real cheap to get a new adapter, so I just bought a new.
I got a standard size optical drive somewhere that I could use with this if I needed to on my laptop. It's got that, and it's got that, and it also takes for old IDE drives.
Back when I got that big desktop size external DVD burner, I was using Memorex brand DVDs, and I very quickly learned that drive does not like Memorex brand DVDs, so I quit using them, and now I only use pretty much only use verbatim disc.
What was the brand name I brought you? Do you remember? Memorex.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
But
me
then
neither.
again, when I first got that drive and ran into this issue, I was using Windows Vista on an old laptop at the time. So that could have been part of the problem. That's how old that DVD drive is I've got.
Oh, Alex, an old, very old USB hub. And I think it's USB 1.1, 1.0 or whatever. I hadn't hooked it up. I don't even know what it would do with Windows 10.
Plug it in and find out. Share your screen. Let's bore Greg some more.
Yeah, it might be SOD.
Could be that too. I see Blackwatch has joined us in the Zoom chat, Zoom stream, whatever we're going to call it.
I got the USB cable to it somewhere.
So I had a question for Alex, and I swear I should have written it down because I forgot what it was. It'll come back to me.
Does it have anything to do with what I've been doing?
No, it did not. It was a tech question, but like I said, I forgot to write it down. So if you get a text at 3 o'clock in the morning, don't think anything of it.
Well, it'll probably wake me up, but
Nah, I wouldn't do that. I can't think of anything that's that important that I need to send you a text at 3 a.m.
well, it just finished, and I literally just put the disc in to start the process, to start the burn before, literally probably 5 minutes before I joined the Zoom. So it probably only took maybe 15 minutes
That's not bad.
to do the whole thing.
Now, do you go back and spot check the finished product to make sure it's good?
Yeah, and by spot check it, I mean all I do is it's my VCR is a VCR DVD combo, so all I do is throw the disc I just made into the DVD player
Yeah.
on the combo, and if it plays, I know it's good. And by plays, if the menu comes up, the DVD menu comes up, so you can select the video.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's good.
Okay.
You got a VCR and DVD burner combo thing?
Yeah, Actually, the one I'm using now is my mom's old one that she got to do transfers. So it's a recorder. Technically, it's a recorder, but I don't use the recorder function.
Hmm.
It goes straight from the back of the VCR through my RCA to HDMI converter, which is plugged into my HDMI switch, and the switch is plugged into the capture card, and then the capture card is, of course, plugged into the USB port on the computer directly, and plugged in, and the HDMI out on the capture card is plugged into the TV. So that's how I do it.
That poor computer, you running a lot through it.
Yeah, I got almost all my USBs in the back of this.
But this poor computer, you're talking about a poor computer. I used to do this same process on a Windows Vista dual core machine with only 4 gigs of RAM.
Oh, you poor child. How did you make it?
And I also used to do this same process at the same time frame on the laptop at my grandma's house that I had at her house, which was only an Intel Pentium with 3 gigs of DDR2 and like a 250 gigabyte spinning disk. So it doesn't take much to do this.
Yep.
These
So,
transfers, I've been doing them for probably 15 years now.
right. Wintermute touched on what I said earlier, that if he changes the name of Fortnite properly, he should get a lot more hits off of the search, and which will equate to views, which will equate to subs. So hopefully he gets that changed, and when we see him at the end of the month, it'll say Fortnite ITE instead of IGHT. Yeah, BH Ringer, honestly, you saying the foot bone connected to the ankle bone, I was thinking that same thing when he was explaining that a while ago, but I wasn't going to say it.
One caveat though,
What's the
there's
knee
probably a lot
bone
of Fortnite
connected
players
to?
that don't know how to spell Fortnite.
Well, I looked up, I went to YouTube and I did a Fortnite in IGHT search. I just typed in the word Fortnite, and there's a boatload of misspelled Fortnites.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Unbelievable.
What's the knee bone connected to?
The hip bone, I think, is how it goes. Been a long time since I heard that, but that's what was running through my head. I kid you not. I was going to say something, but I couldn't remember the sequence of how things were connected. So,
Rain Man.
good movie.
Remember Rain Man?
Good movie. Hey, Josh, here's a novel idea. Instead of asking Alex to call you, don't you have the ability to call Alex? Whoa, there's a thought. My God.
Really? Is he asking?
Hold on. Watch the stream. Watch the stream. In 3, 7,
Well,
10.
hang on.
There you go. What does that say right there?
Hang on.
Soup bone. Tony says the knee bone's connected to the soup bone. It's like the banana song. I can't remember how that goes either. That'll jog some memories on some people. Nana bonana for fa. Oh, never mind, because I can't remember it.
Gildered.
Oh, that. All those old songs I seem to be forgetting. One fortnight equals 1,000, 1,200,000. No, it's just too big of a number. Unknown caller. Oh, jeez. So I know we've had this discussion. The true term for Fortnite's a 2-week period, is it not?
Yes, 2 weeks.
That's what I thought. I sure hope that's my final Jeopardy question.
Alex, somebody wants you to give him a call.
Yeah, he's bringing it up so he can read it.
I got it.
I wants to tell you something.
Yep. But instead of Josh just picking his phone up, I'm sure Josh has the ability to call Alex. Could be wrong. I'm not
Tell
sure.
him,
Is he blocked?
He can
Josh,
hear
you can
you.
leave-
He's on the
Josh,
street.
you can leave a voicemail.
Oh my
Muted
god.
yourself.
You
We
guys
don't
want a
hear you.
room? You want me to put you guys over in the waiting room? Oh wait, Josh isn't here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How long have
It
we
works.
been going for?
It works.
Oh nice. Hour and 6 minutes.
See,
Already.
the hardest part about this, doing this transfers is, believe it or not, actually finding a program that will burn the DVDs correctly, so that you can put them in a normal standard DVD player. And I've tried over the years. I've probably tried half a dozen different programs, and
Yeah, I ran into
finally
that
found one that
problem.
seems to.
In Vegas, I had a friend that wanted a series and she wanted it on disc, and I can't remember how I did it. Because I could get three. She wanted the new Twilight Zone series that came out, and I could only get 3 shows on one disc. So I had, but I don't remember how I done it.
If you
Guess
open
what?
the,
If it don't work, if I go through all that hassle of put it in, and it don't work, that's a
Yeah.
wasted disc, and I have to
Sure.
start over.
so if you put a disc, a DVD in an optical drive, you see 2 folders: audio
Yeah,
.ts and video. I think it's
Yeah.
.ts and video.ts. That's the way it should be.
yes, that's the way it is. If I put this in the computer and tell the computer to open the contents of this DVD in my hand, it will show a video TS, video underscore TS, and audio underscore TS.
Yeah.
Now the audio underscore TS folder never has anything in it, and it never has as long as I've been doing this. I don't understand why it's got a.
It could be hidden.
I've
You
always
have
seen
multiple
it.
audio tracks.
I've always seen it, but there's in my transfers, there's never been anything in that folder.
No, there wasn't any in mine when I used to do that. I thought it was kind of funny.
I know this is old ancient technology by today's standards, DVDs, I mean, but you'd be surprised by the amount of people I get that still want DVDs, even if I tell them I can put it on USBs, I can put it on SD cards, or I can put it on YouTube. You'd be surprised by the number of people that say they still want it on DVDs.